So at the beginning of this part, we're going to try out some watermelon ASMR. Bear with me here. It's good. So let me open it up now. We have the knife in hand, so let's just do a simple cut through the middle. Almost there. And we have a split. Listen for the crunch. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's actually get the cards out of the way for this part. Oh, it smells so good. Here's the best part in my opinion, is when you get a spoon. Isn't that just lovely? Okay, so I'm gonna cut this up in little pieces, so I'll be right back with our snack tray and watermelon in hand. Here it is. Look at all of that. You have no idea how tempting it is just to go for it. So let's shuffle up our cards and begin our first game. You know, sometimes I just like to grab a watermelon or two and just at night just have the entire melon in one go. And if I'm really hungry, I'll go for two. This is a mini watermelon, so it's not too much, but I'm going to try to go through all of this tonight, my friend. So let's deal out game number 1, and let's have some fun. So if you enjoy these snacks and solitaire videos, please let me know. I love it when we do some good old fruit. It's a nice change from all of that crunchy snacks. Chips are good, but they're more of a once in a while thing, but fruit is always a good go-to. Alright, let's see how we do in this one, and let's begin. Let's go for the middle piece. So obviously, watermelon is a softer texture, so there's not going to be as much sound. And I'll do my best to kind of amplify it, but not in a overdone way. Because we have ourselves a pretty solid start to our night. Triple kings, and we're ready to do our thing. But first, more watermelon. Oh, this is kind of tough. Alright, if we get ourselves a red 7, we have our first fat stack of the night. aces. Let's get rid of this 2 and play that 3. So it looks like that might be it for our first game. As there's nowhere for that 5, there is somewhere for that 4. So we stay alive for at least one more round. Ooh, a red 6 would be perfect right now. And there it is. Maybe I should use a fork instead. Yeah, actually, let me go grab one real quick. Alright. Can we keep ourselves alive? That big killer right here is the lack of a red 10 that we can play. Nowhere for that 5. Nowhere for that 6, and nowhere for that jack. No more building that we can do on the field. So we move on to our second game. One fat stack in, still searching for a win. But not a bad way to begin our night. Alright, game number 2. I think we're just gonna keep a messy field tonight. I don't want to get any stickiness near the cards. That's a nice little recovery right there. Oh no, as soon as I say it. Oh, we're good. It had I guess part of the hide in it, so it was pretty dry. Thankfully. Lesson learned, keeping the cards there. And our third play from our hand. That 4 must wait, hopefully, for another turn. As surprisingly, a lot of action in our first go. Let's go for a bigger chunk right here. field, so we have to find a way to get those two down. Our third play giving us our fourth ace. Alright, it's getting close. Time for our double check. Double nines, an 8 and a 6. Can we do anything to correct this? Probably not with our spacing, but we will find out, as there are no more plays left on the field. Nothing to make here. Quadruple kings, double sixes kept us at bay, and this one with a combination of cards in our hand. So I move on to game number 3. One fat stack in. Still searching for a win. Triple sevens to the negative stats. Let's reshuffle up and get ready for our next. You know, it's kind of weird. I was thinking how this watermelon is creating some juice at the bottom, and I thought to myself, I'm gonna slurp that up. But then I remembered this one time I went to Sprouts, and if you don't know what Sprouts is, it is similar to a Whole Foods or an organic themed supermarket. And they had this watermelon juice. And I thought, oh, I love watermelon. This is gonna be an absolute treat. Well, as soon as I tried it, it tasted like a burst of tomato. Now, at the time, I was not a fan of tomato at all. I've just been recently trying to get used to having it in a burger or in other food to kind of just get myself used to it, to get over that, I guess, childlike food ick type feel. So, for the past year I've been eating tomatoes, but at the time, it was just absolutely disgusting. It just rushed into your mouth like something you would not want to burst inside, and it made its presence known. And it turns out, when you just get watermelon juice, it is not as good as having watermelon on its own. If you don't like tomato, kinda weird, but try things out and you'll find out. And I think my other negative experience with the watermelon, I think it was from Walmart, and it got a bit chewy, and it tasted very bitter, and that did not sit well. So since then, I have not purchased a watermelon from there since. And does anybody know how to really pick out a watermelon? My thinking on it is, if it is, is the exact opposite triple nines, by the way. To wear a brighter watermelon, meaning more spots, shows that it has received more sun, or the nutrients kind of had a spot to, I guess, hypersaturate in a sense, to then disperse through the watermelon. It's just one of those things that I think no matter what you try, it's gonna just have its own, what's the word? The watermelon decides how it wants to be, in a sense. So looks can be deceiving. All of this play has for sure earned more watermelon, as well as our second fat stack and our fourth ace, and you know what, even better, our third fat stack. So now we have a chance at winning our third game of the night. A good chance. Alright, let's see if we can do it. Triple fives on the field. Nowhere for that queen. Somewhere for that 3, 4, and 3. And we officially have nowhere for that queen, nor that 9. Let's see if we can do anything to get this one closed out. I think, yes, we are missing the 7 of hearts, so we can't win this one without. Dang, we just miss it too. No bouncing back and forth we could do. We need the 7 of diamonds, which is occupied underneath the 6 of spades, and without the 4 of hearts, which is right there. We fall just a little bit short in our third game. But we do receive 2 fat stacks, so that's not too bad. The fateful final 5. And that's all it took. On to game number 4. Let's give it one more shuffle. And a little bit more watermelon. Yeah, I cut this terribly, by the way. Come to think of it, I've never had to cut a mini watermelon before. Even with the larger watermelons, I just go in with the spoon and go crazy. Alright, game number 4. We just want a little bit more double jacks, and we're good to go. double, 6, 9, 3, and queen all in red. That game left us dead red. Almost all red cards on the field, so I'd expect to see a lot of white underneath here. And probably something a little bit nasty. Lots of doubles so far. Triple tens to the negative stats, triple eights, and triple fives. Yeah, that wasn't so great. Alright, so we head into our final game. Surprisingly, lots of melon left, so I gotta pick up the pace. Last game. Here we go. And actually, let's get a little bit more while we're at it. Actually, not a bad start. There is a lot of potential if we can unlock it. Alright, I've been waiting for this part. That was our third play, so that must wait. But on the bright side, we have cleared a lot of things up for us. We need some red queens, for sure. There we go. And that gives us the second chance that we need. Can we end it on a high note tonight? Let's find out together, my friend. As things are getting interesting. number 4, I believe. Okay, we can play this 6, but I don't think it will help much at the moment. Yeah. Red Jack, come on. Drop that 3 and 3 combo, and we're about to potentially walk it off tonight. Let's see if we can do it. Yes, we did, my friend. What a way to end our night. I think solid all around. A couple games could have gone better, but the overall results speak for themselves. So let's finish stacking this up, get on to our victory shuffle, and then say our goodnight. Alright, here we go. All of these spades in order ace to king, along with all of the clubs. Next, the hearts, followed by the diamonds. Let's see how we do. A little chunky, I will admit, towards the end, but a good start with a little recovery, and that is it. So we end on a win. A strong night all around, my friend. That was a fun one. Always enjoy having some watermelon. I think we have some more fruits to try out later, but for now, that will be it. I hope you enjoyed. Please have yourself a relaxing remainder of your night with many sweet dreams. And until we meet again, stay safe and eat your fruits and vegetables. I've been waiting for this part